Before we begin, thank you very much to Iron Zero for pitching in over on Ko-fi. Thank you very much for the direct contribution to the channel. Very appreciated. Thank you for letting me to continue to do this ridiculous YouTube channel for everybody. I keep thinking the streak's gonna end and then someone does another funny. So, that's the last one in the list. You might actually hear what video number we're up to tomorrow. I don't know. We will see. For today, however, it's one of my favorite videos I get to do because it's one of the rare times I will actually talk third-party Transformers. TFcon Toronto is going on this weekend. Shout out to Vangelis and Aaron who are repping WTF and TFW up there without me. But yeah, I like this opportunity. So we're going to go through all the slides that came out, look at all the new products, give my completely uninformed opinion as I follow next to no third-party anything. So here we go. TFcon Toronto, presented by the Chosen Prime. Let us begin. Mechanical Skull Studios, the one I always point out, they really like Kojima. And we got retools of their Starscream from Armada, and they look good. I mean, yeah, one's a repaint, so that's fine. I love the photo recreating Armada Starscream's final moment. That's actually a really cool touch. I'm not gonna lie. Nice, complete with Swindle getting ejected. No, looks good in those colors. Okay, I'm glad they went all the way. Yeah, you wouldn't be able to do the Skywarp unless you got the Minicon correct. So I'm glad they got the right Minicon in. The photos make it... Okay, and that's it. See, like, the photos here make it actually hard to make out these toys. Like, it's a really kinetic pose. It looks cool. It's cool to know that he's that articulated. Normal straight-on shots of these guys so I can clearly see the details and how well you put them together, especially on Skywarp because he's totally retooled from everybody else, so kind of important to see him clearly. Ah, well. More exciting to me is the fact that they're doing a Demolisher, which not only includes Blackout, it also includes Bone Crusher from the Land Military team. One of my favorite minicons of all time. You see, Blackout fits into a little groove in the middle. Hey, hang on. I'm not sure if those two actually transform though, because I don't see any cuts where they would actually like flip open the way they're supposed to. So that's interesting. Yeah, like, it looks like they might even just be static vehicles. Was that true of the others? Yeah, that's true of the others. Huh. I mean, I'm assuming it's because of the small scale of them? So the minicons are just vehicle accessories? That's a little... Huh. Yeah, includes too many vehicles. Not too many robots. Weird. This one's more exciting. So we are getting a G2 style Megatron. And not only is it G2 style, it is stylized itself, which is making it look way better. Way better. Like he's not like 50% torso anymore, which is good to see. Yep, articulation looks pretty solid. Again, they're going for kinetic poses, which makes it a little bit hard to make out, but at least we got some variety here. Yeah, like, this is kind of the department of third party where I'm kind of on board, and I would actually consider this, depending on the price. Because I do have nostalgia for that Megatron, and it's one of those designs Hasbro just seems to refuse to ever do again. So this is cool. I like this one a lot. And of course, doing this one means we have room for other interesting designs. You know, we could go for like the Hero Megatron colors. We could go for like RID RID Bludgeon, of all things. Or a Reverse Convoy would be my favorite choice. Yeah, this mold has a lot of opportunity if they actually do come out with it. I like how it looks. I like it a lot. Again, this is third party I would be on board for, depending on how much it goes for. And how big it is. Like, I get no sense of scale other than I know that is a typical figure stand from Bandai. So, this guy is quite a bit bigger than your standard 6-inch figure. Like I would put him like closer to like 8 to 10 inches. Could be mistaken on that. Could be mistaken on that. It's very hard to tell. But no. Oh, and then there's their hero Optimus. So okay, they're already ahead of me when it comes to the hero designs. It's important to know that like this is not technically the hero Megatron because it's missing the air bladder as part of the cannon. Prime has his. So yeah. But no, that's cool. It's cool they're doing both. I'm sure that their version of Hero Optimus, I'm sure their version of the Hero of Optimus is going to be like better balanced. The original one was terrible to stand up. And they make a note here that the tank is going to be slightly taller than the truck, as Megatron is usually just a little bit taller than Optimus. Okay, I can go with that. I can go with that. He looks cool too, but I don't have the nostalgia pull for that one. But the Megatron, yeah, I'm actually into that one. Hello, Robot Toys. What are you offering up? You're offering up your stylized Beast Wars toys. I remember some of these. Oh, and we're getting a Tigatron now. Cheetor and Tigatron showing off. Both looking pretty good. Both looking pretty good. I like how the faces look like they collapse into the chest a little bit. You can see there's like they're doing a good job of like not sticking out too far like the original Deluxes did. Ooh, and they're doing the mutant version. I really like that taking off. Like, I know it didn't sell well because we had one here at the shop, and the secondary value was basically its normal price, and it took forever to sell. But I love the idea of taking Tigatron back to his original intended deco and using the alternate head for it. It's a great idea. It looks good. It looks good to me. I like this. I like that deco. I like that version of Tigatron. Oh, and they put in his original head too, so you can have the option. That's something Hasbro's didn't do. That's a really good call. Yeah, not a bad figure. Not a bad idea. I like this one. Yeah, and the Tiger mode looks good. There's only a little bit of robots showing through. Very, very nice. Yeah, again, I'm not sure on the scale of this one. Give my yeah, I'm not even gonna hazard a guess because I'm not familiar enough to know the scale, but it looks pretty good to me. Okay, hang on, I want to try to pronounce this. Lord Venetagon, the next big bad in my D&D campaign. But for a Beast Wars Scorponok, again, looking good. I would say better than the Hasbro version on this one. He looks more show accurate. I like the frowny face. The one on the right has had a bad day. And okay, and the Scorpion mode looking good too. The big head is weird, but that is closer to the animation model. I will give it that. That is closer to the animation model, but that big head is throwing me a little bit. Oh, and already promising a sandstorm as well. Nice to see. Oh, and a double punch. Scarlet Lord. Oh my. That's a name. That's a name. I guess that wouldn't be double punch. That would probably be just toy colors, black and red. Okay. Okay, third party. I know you get goofy with the names as part of a joke, and so you do not get sued by Hasbro. I think naming Waspinator after a Pokemon and tempting Nintendo, of all companies, might be the dumbest thing you can do. It's funny, but it's not going to end well for you if that's how you send it to market with that name. Imagine how mad Nintendo lawyers are going to be if they search for Pokemon names from time to time and a toy of Waspinator starts coming up. But on the toy itself, Waspinator does look pretty good. Got the legs in the right position for the animation model. They are very articulated, so I do not expect them to be able to stand up on their own. Not to mention the balance. We got Tarantulas. Seems to have both cartoon and toy head, like it seems like they're doing with these. Rampage, really? Rampage is going to be curious, because frankly, it's just not a design that's meant to exist in physical plastic. Like, he is so back-heavy and so kibbly. Like, I'm genuinely curious how that's going to work. Now, they have done a smart thing, and they have moved 4 of his crab legs off of his forearms and over to the shell. It does mean the shell problem is even worse on him than the original toy, but it does mean you don't have a bunch of crab legs hanging off the arms, which I think is a better overall choice. Yeah, I always wonder how you pull off a modern version of Rampage, because the design is so wrong. But we will see how this one turns out. I mean, crab mode looks good. Crab mode looks good. Can't really argue that one. He looks a little scrawny in that photo, doesn't he? In that shot, he looks like maybe a little bit thin in some proportions. I guess if I saw him next to any of the others in this line, I guess I would change my tune. Depth charge is looking almost perfect. Depth charge looking almost perfect. He's got his shuttle mode. Yeah, jeez, he's got a fantastic manta ray mode. Yeah, 10 out of 10, no notes. This is really, really good. Again, I wish I knew more. I wish I had scale on these, because that looks so good. Okay, non-F, what do you got for me? You have an upgrade kit to turn a Trypticon into a Gigastorm, collaborating with Toy Hacks on that. Very, very cool to see. It's a very simple thing to do, but that makes it very effective, which is cool. A Bludgeon upgrade kit. So, like, I like that Bludgeon toy, but I do agree there's not enough retooling from Tarn. So this is a welcome upgrade set. Not something I think I would buy myself, but I'm happy for those that it's out there. If you want something a little bit different for your Bludgeons. Okay, so very quick. Okay, New Age time. Okay, New Age. Okay, someone showed me this before. So New Age did a Trailbreaker, and I had retools in mind that I thought they could get away with. Animated Ratchet was not on my list, but it's perfect. It's really perfect, isn't it? Like, it's got the same body design, like, you know, with like the front end of the truck becoming his pot belly, kibble on the back of his arms. Like, it's perfect. It's absolutely perfect. I didn't know why I never thought of that before. It's genius, is what it is. And yeah, he doesn't make for a bad rescue vehicle. I wish the gaps weren't there in the cab, but that's just result of engineering. Couldn't really do anything about that, I suppose. So it is what it is. And this is New Age. These are very small, so yeah, sacrifices will be made. Still, it's a really good idea for a Trailbreaker retool. Yep, and here we go. Yeah. So, someone corrected me. Scorch. I want to say the name was Scorch. Yeah, so someone corrected me the last time I tried to name this character, which is bad of me, because I have the original toy of it. I have the Euro G1 toy of it. But again, that's a brilliant retool for a Trailbreaker. I think I've suggested in the past that, like, if we do get Euro G1 characters out of modern figures, Trailbreaker absolutely has to be Scorch. I mean, it's a perfect fit. It works really, really well. Glad to see they're doing it. I'm not so hung up on these that I would pay New Age prices to get a hold of a little one, but I'm super happy that someone figured out this little trick. I figured out, like, this is like the mold to use. Typhoon. Who is Typhoon? Typhoon is Volcanicus. And Typhoon is way better proportioned than Volcanicus usually is. Huh. Well, now. So, that's actually looking really good. Now, we do keep in mind that when New Age does their combiners, typically they will do something akin to Hasbro and have a framework to it. Like, they will have like a center torso piece that their toys can combine to in order to actually accomplish this combination. I would expect no different of this one. How much of it is an actual, like, separate piece, I don't know. But don't expect it to be like a fully integrated combiner here. New Age doesn't really do that as often, so we'll see. But as far as just Volcanicas goes, that's one of the better looking ones I've seen. I'll give it that. All right, Craftsman Toys with your, I don't know, Portal inspired logo. What do you got? You got Technobots. Hit me in my wallet, why don't you? Yeah, your Afterburner looks fantastic. Your Afterburner looks fantastic. It's orange, which is the correct color. And your Scattershot looks good too. I really like the proportions on that. The last, like, stylized third-party Computron that I saw, like the Scattershot, just had this gigantic cannon hanging off his back. I didn't like the look of that. It's like ultimately one of the reasons why I sold my set off. But this one looks so good. This one looks real good. I'm looking at that photo, that tiny little photo of Computron in there. Is that telling me that if I don't want the normal torso, that I can just use the front end of the ship, you know, like the portion that's normally the cannon? Can I use that for a torso instead if I want to? Oh, or not. Maybe that's just a... Never mind. That's just the default combination. Never mind. I thought that was like a cool little bonus thing you could throw in. We can see, yeah, the hips and the waist are going to be fake. I think that's just the route a lot are going to go once Hasbro started doing that, and like everyone went, oh, they can get away with that. Yeah, because it just saves so much engineering, and it makes sure the joints and the hips and the knees can be nice and tight. So, okay, fine, I will accept this. Good first outing. Good first outing. These are two childhood survivor toys. I had these two as a kid. I still have my originals in my collection today. These are stylized to the point that I like without going overboard. So this actually has me a little bit tighter than a lot of third party I see. The only criticism, the only note I would have is Afterburner's cockpit, like the canopy on him, should absolutely be white, not blue. But I will still accept it. This is about as close as I've seen to like a ideal version of that toy. Yeah, and Scattershot still has like an anti-aircraft cannon mode, so that's nice to see. Yeah, see, like it needs to be white. The blue's never been his color. Like that's never been a color that's been on that toy, or on that design rather. So I'd rather it white, but that's what paint is for. Yeah, they're just looking really, really good. Really good. There's their light speed in prototype, but light speed's mostly red anyway, so this is not too far off. Again, light speed was also a favorite of mine in childhood, so cool to see. Cool to see. There's their strafe, also looking good. Oh, we switched over. That ain't Nose Cone. Who's that? Oh, they're doing a Grimlock. Oh, they're doing a Grimlock. Are they doing a Grimlock or are they doing a transforming Genosaur? Because I don't recognize those cannons hanging off the back. Oh! They're doing a Volcanicus, and that's the torso. Okay. Okay, not gonna lie, it's a good looking torso. And given, yeah, like, I wish these photos were better, because apparently this is a pretty good looking Grimlock if it can also turn into that. New company called Hammer Toys. They didn't have a logo ready, so I just yoinked some stock image off of the Google machine. Don't get married to this as their company logo. Ryan. Okay. Funny. Funny. Ironically, I normally try to avoid using any watermarked images from, like, sites you have to shop from. So this is accidentally being used. It's Ryan's fault it appears on my YouTube video. Oh, but I already saw what they have offered because no one would stop sending it to me. They're doing a Galaxy Convoy. And they're doing a smaller scale They're doing smaller scale. Look at it. Look at it. Look how pretty it is. Look how pretty it is. Even in grayscale, this is amazing. Okay, I had to do research for this, alright? So, I don't know what Optimus Prime figure that is on the left, because the Bumblebee movie Optimus has been done at so many scales between third-party, Hasbro partners. I can't keep track of all of them at this point. What I could do research on is that Chinese Coca-Cola can, which is a 6-inch tall can. Yeah, so that's about a 5-inch tall Galaxy Convoy. Yay big. Handheld size. So, like, a good halfway between what the original version was and, like, the hybrid style size. Somewhere right in the middle between there. That's a nice desktop size sweet spot for me. Like, if I'm sitting here at the toy shop and I want just like that one toy to keep here to mess with, perfect desk size right over here. That's exciting. That is exciting. I have my weaknesses. I have my weaknesses, and they will take advantage of them from time to time. So yeah, this one is probably going to get my money. I know the last third-party Cybertron Optimus didn't turn out too great. God, I wish I could remember his name, but I was gifted a very, very repaired one at TFcon LA, and it sits very proudly in my shelves. It's gorgeous, and everything works on it. But to have one that I can just sit on my desk and mess with anytime, beautiful, beautiful, absolutely beautiful. Want it, want it, want it, want it. Yep, the combined mode looking good too. Yeah, the boots are going to raise him up, so I can imagine like he's only going to reach about 6.5 inches tall if you count the wingtips. And then however extra tall if you count the cannons, but the cannons should always be pointing forward anyway. But yeah, if that's their first, it's their first outing. But Hammer Toys, if you're out there, keep me in mind. When you start wanting partners to start shamelessly shilling this stuff for you, keep me in mind, because no one will shill harder on a Cybertron Optimus than I. I also like that they point out the fact that the arm can tuck away in the super mode, meaning, yeah, we have Leo Breaker in mind. Alright, Toy Buddy, what do you got for me, buddy? You got a big silver Bumblebee. Random. So, I'm going to assume this is prototype coloring, and this is not the final idea. This isn't just some, like, super interesting deco of Bumblebee. Yeah, there's there's inconsistencies, like the white tire in the back. It's prototype. Interesting. Oh, it's the Rise of the Beast version of Bumblebee, which is an interesting one to choose. Robot mode does look extremely clean, though. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that car. Look at that. That third-party shatter, where like all that disappears into like perfect looking robot mode, like makes me cry because I can't ever afford one. Because even if I could afford one, which I could afford one if I wanted one, but the engineering level and the complexity of the transformation just makes me want to cry. And I know it would just stand there and go, oh, that's a really cool looking shatter. I feel like this is in the same category of like next to impossible levels of joints and hinges to accomplish. So I'm gonna put it on the. I'm not gonna go for it, but it looks really impressive. Looks really impressive. They're doing a Scourge. Of course, they're doing a Scourge too. That one's probably gonna be really good. Hopefully better than the Hasbro one. I had so much hype. People hyped me up for that Hasbro one so much. I got it in hand and went, how did anyone like this thing? Okay, Dreamstar Toys. What we got? Constructicon. Everyone take a shot of a non-alcoholic beverage because we are PG. Yeah, it's someone. I can't even tell anymore who these are supposed to be. This one's so stylized. I assume it's Bone Crusher because the head does not look like Scrapper. Yeah, it's Crusher. It's the Crusher. I'm so sick of this. Okay, now, styling-wise, okay, the fact that you can go symmetrical and just use copies to combine, that's kind of cool. I will give you credit that the angle on those tank treads, if Scavenger does that too, is going to make a really cool look. I like how that sweeps into the chest armor. That's a really good way of using that design that normally goes ignored. I'm still not a fan. I still am not big on the fact that we have so many Constructicons, and this one seems very over-engineered, frankly. There's a lot of tech dribble here. A lot of detail that's getting lost. It's just too busy, is what it is. Okay. I will admit, I'm getting lost on who you are. You don't look bad, though. Oh, you're so... Wait. Are you supposed to be Mixmaster? No, no. Where's your canopy, and why does your head look closer to Springer? No, no. That's not a... I'm not big on... Yeah, that's their Mixmaster. I'm not big on that. Oh, I'm not big on that. No, that don't work for me, brother. Okay, O1 Studios. Okay, I know you do good stuff. Okay, we've seen this before. They're doing Seed again, but this time Golden Age of Cybertron version. I heard mixed things about it, especially how it transforms, which is unfortunate because I really like this Primus design. I wouldn't mind having this figure if it was a little bit better received from what I've heard. And you don't look bad, though. He looks good. The orange will complement Unicron if you still have Cell. But no, it's not bad. It's not bad. You know, it's an obvious repaint, but it's not bad at all. It's not bad. Cybertron retool? You know, like all like blue parts and different head. Can you do that too, please? Please? That I might be interested in buying. I like you get different color rings at least. That's nice. Okay, we're getting a broadside, who's called BoardCon, you know, which is a convention for lovers of plywood. So, yeah, he's not bad. He's very blocky, but that is basically what broadside is. He is a man made of cardboard boxes. Doesn't look too bad though. It articulates well. I'll give it that. Okay. Could you make a broadside where he has like a realistic looking jet mode and still work? Probably, especially in the third party realm. But should you do it? Because honestly, I feel like a box jet at this point is just part of his characterization. I feel like this is just who broadside is, right? So yeah, it's what it is. It's what it should be, I feel like. And then the aircraft carry mode is what it needs to be. It's a block that's completely flat on top. No notes, no efforts there. Alright, Bylan. I see what you did with that logo. Amusing. Legend Scale 07 Optimus Prime. A little rough in the truck mode, but your Legend Scale, I'll let you get away with it. Nemesis Prime using the meat hooks, which I think is more appropriate than what happened before. To get that design looking that good in robot mode at Legend Scale, that's impressive. I'll give you a lot of credit for that. Yeah, the black, I definitely think, does a pretty good job of disguising some of the flaws of this one. So, yeah, maybe the Nemesis Prime, the version to go for. Yeah, I think it looks a little bit better. Ancient Fire. Wow, just age shame the guy, why don't you? It's not his fault he's so old. Jeez. Ancient Fire. Okay, so we got a third-party Blackbird. He's basically what Jetfire tends to be, where on the top he's nice and smooth. On the bottom, he looks like, he looks like the aftermath of a TNT explosion in Minecraft. So again, legend scale, forgiveness has to be done here. He is still pretty big though. He is still pretty big though. Yeah, old man Jetfire. I don't know why you need a cane. All you just need to do is have someone just take a ratchet to you and just tighten up your joints. Yep, and there's the combination mode. I'm not a fan of when the combination is like 80% Jetfire, like where it just there's this absolutely just obnoxious amount of jet clinging to Optimus Prime. I don't know, it's just a little bit too much. It's a little bit too overboard for me, but I don't know. It's cool that it's legend scale. It's cool that this is desktop size, so give it credit for that. Yeah, I think Jetfire is just a little bit too big here. That's probably, yeah, it might just be me. We retire leader. Okay. Okay, Sentinel Prime. A little bit bigger than the Optimus. Okay, that's not bad either. That's not bad either. He is very swollen. His torso is very swollen to make this happen. Exhale. Sentinel. Like, breathe out, my man. Like, you don't have to live your life as a balloon. Oh, well. Okay, so it doesn't stick out very far. It's just, like, weirdly wide. It's okay. He's just barrel-chested for some reason. But whatever. Whatever. Okay, Magic Square usually has good stuff. Let's say, oh my god, it's cute. Oh my god, look at the super deformed Ultra Magnus. Oh, it's so cute. He's chibi. He's all chibied. I believe this is based on the Optimus Prime that they've already released, but I like me a white Ultra Magnus. This one's taking the liberties that I'm not as big on, though. For me, like, I prefer the white Ultra Magnus just look straight up like the one from the original toy. Like, white legs, no teal. The original one didn't have the teal. So, like, I like a simpler looking one. Whereas this one, I think, looks like the one that came off of the Masterpiece, if I remember right. Okay, and then it can form, like, the torso for Ultra Magnus. Matrix included, too. Yeah, that's neat. It's neat. I like that the heads are swappable, too. There's a lot of, like, clever engineering there. They're doing a Vortex, just straight up nice-looking Vortex. So, more combiners from the third-party market. Big shock. Helicopter mode's clean. Helicopter mode's real clean. Robot mode's real clean. Okay. Okay, good engineering going on here. And yeah, just beautiful cartoon accurate cast. Okay, like, I see what we're doing. I have no idea how complicated they are to accomplish that, but they do look really, really good. Yeah, you just have blast off to go. Man, that's going to be a really, really... Okay. Where's his crotch? It's 9 p.m. Do you know where your crotch is? Better find it. Okay, Cyclops cat? I don't know. I don't know. Okay, what do you have for me? Oh, we're still more chibi. And more Combaticons. Okay. Okay, so this has the normal arrangement of excess pieces for a combiner. Torso, hands, feet, chest plate, normal stuff. Look at that! Oh my god! They're chibi in vehicle mode too. Blast Off and Vortex are adorable. They're just like little beans with wings and propellers. Oh my god, that's amazing. I'm weirdly into this. Oh my, okay, that's hysterical. If you can actually just make this like little like squat looking dude of a Bruticus out of all the excess parts without having to combine anybody, that's amazing. That's hysterical that they they did it with Predaking too. Oh my god. That's so good. Just like The spirit to even think of that, to even come up with something that goofy and let you do it is so good. That alone gives me really good vibes about this group. Just that they have that sense of fun and like a little bit of whimsy to their toy releases. Because I feel like third-party toys take themselves so seriously sometimes. So when they do things like this, it's like, okay, I know you're still fans, right? Oh, it's amazing. I love that. The Bruticus looks good. Bruticus looks good. Like that round proportion that you've given to the flying boys in this combo gives them that like that roundish look to the forearms and shoulders. That's good. That's good. That all plays. That all works. He looks good. Like, I am surprisingly into this. Bruticus is not really one of my favorite combiners, but I'm, like, weirdly into this. Oh, you have the alternate chest piece that looks like Blast Off. If you want to go, like, cartoon accurate, that's a good plan. Oh, okay, and then you just show me a Volcanicus that's doing the same stuff. Sure. And you're doing Beast Wars Chibis. Oh, my God. He comes with a toothbrush. Oh, no, this company knows what it's doing. They're making, hang on, wait a minute. You're not supposed to make toys this fun. You're not supposed to make toys this fun. What are you doing? Okay, Transform Dreamwave. Yeah, let's remind me of those comic books, why don't you? All right, fine. What do you got? You got a tidal wave. Okay, not bad. You have a small tidal wave. You have a ripple. What you have is a ripple. I would not call that a wave, sir. But you know what? This is the kind of stuff that I wish third party would do more often. Because like I feel like the only thing that exists for a lot of third-party companies is like Masterpiece scale or Legend scale. And this is certainly Legend scale, but it's also a Titan class figure that's brought down to like the size of a normal leader class toy. Also, demonstrating why you don't make that toy at leader scale. Because that's what it would have been. That's not going to combine well with your... Someone's going to say it would combine well. I'm moving on from here. Yeah, because that's the intention, isn't it? That's the intention behind it. Yeah, as soon as I started opening my mouth, I knew it was like, no, wait. The whole point of this is to be like the right size to scale and combine with, the modern the Megatron. Yeah. Almost inserted my foot in on that one. Pulled the brakes at just the right time. Still, I do like the idea of actually giving like a little bit more playability to those toys, like to make them handheld. Because I really like Tidal Wave, but I don't always want to like, I don't always want to wrestle with a Titan-sized one. I don't want to pay, for like the original. God, why did I sell off the old one? Because I thought I'd be able to get the Japanese one. That's even more expensive now. But this is just like again nice desktop sized, and pre-order exclusive mini cons that actually sit on the boat modes. Nice little detail. Yeah, this is just a fun little desktop sized tidal wave, and like again, like I wish there was just like more like this, like Voyager or leader size or like city bots and giants and things that like I can just that feel like normal size Transformers. This is all looking good. It's all looking pretty good. Oh, can you actually replace the... Oh, you can. That's the intention, is to replace the dummied ones that are tucked into Titan Tidal Wave. That's good. That's really, really good. Okay. Might have my attention on that one, not gonna lie. Alright, so Toy Notch is not Transformer based, but kind of like tangentially connected. So this is their Astrobot line. I have owned an Astrobot, only one, and I will say it is some of the best range of fluid articulation I have ever experienced in any action figure I have ever owned in my life. It is fantastic. Absolutely fantastic. So yeah, none of these specifically Transformer based, just vaguely like Beast Wars Silverbolt going to war coded here, or maybe a little drift. I think it's kind of drift or deadlock kind of, right? But either way, if you just want to like a really, really like clean action figure articulation experience, yeah, those are so good. Mastermind. Mastermind's just becoming like the you know, like okay, like I was trying to think like they're the old veteran at this point. They've been around forever, and they're the only ones that are like avoiding like a total collapse in on themselves. So they provided the exclusive, which is a Megaplex take on their one of their IDW Megatrons, I believe. Yeah, so you got a few different alternate parts and alternate modes for them, which is nice. They're doing a God Bomber for their Orion Pax that is, you know, vaguely War for Cybertron based, but it's not War for Cybertron. I have the Nemesis Prime version of that toy. It is an exceptionally nice third-party piece. It's one of the few third-party toys I own. Might be because a friend of mine was partially involved in it, so a little favoritism in there. But the base toy itself is really, really good. And oh my god, yeah, the God Bomber is doing a lot more than God Bomber normally does. That's actually pretty good. It's actually pretty good. Okay, Perfection series from Ocular Max. Once again, kerning. Space your letters. Bolden the lines between them. I can't read your logo. They are doing repaints of their Combaticons in order to make a Ruination, which is not a surprise in the least. I don't know why they did this in silhouette. We all know what Ruination looks like. Silly buggers. Alright, it looks fine. It's their Brawl. It's just in desert camo now. You know, the trend continues. See, and look, there's your Mega Octane. There's your Mega Octane. So why'd you post a silhouette? There he is. Why did you post the slide with a silhouette of what Ruination looked like, just to move on to a slide of what Ruination looked like? At least why not just save that for a separate slide and make Ruination his own presentation? Silly. Perfection series doesn't seem to be perfection in marketing, clearly. Okay, yep, more Constructicons. Take another non-alcoholic shot. Yeah, and this is, they're all built in together. No external parts or anything needed. So that big thigh is just part of Mixmaster's overall engineering. Okay, fair enough. I'm just done with third-party Constructicons at this point. I would love to put together a video that's literally just, hey, here's every third-party Constructicon toy ever. But I need an expert who knows third-party for that, and I feel like it would be as long as this video is turning out to be. Okay, we're getting a Groove. Groove looks fine. Is that a leg mode or an arm mode? I can't tell on him. I think it's a leg mode. Okay, remix tapes. Okay, I like these. I like these. So full-size tapes, but they transform into familiar characters. We're getting a Ram Horn. Ram Horn looks really good. Look at that. Ram Horn's actually got a neck to him for once. Congratulations, buddy. Oh, and his weapons integrate in too. Man, I really like that these became a thing. That's such a good idea. That Ram Horn looks really, really cool. Fans Hobby. Fans Hobby, what do you got? Okay, so, yeah, they're doing... Okay, so they continue the run of retooling their stuff into Euro G1s for TFcon exclusives. Cannot remember what Euro G1 toy's name is. I remember... I've seen it, I just can't remember it offhand. But it's looking good. I mean, it's... I'm going to take a shot in the dark. It's Dreadwing that they've... Dreadwind. Let's get it right. Yeah, and yeah, so they've retooled one of them. And yeah, so they had to explain away the Power Master, but everything else, yeah, it's not a bad homage. They're doing a Darksaber version of their minicons. That's not a surprise, and they do look good. I will always champion this over the original set because these are solid plastic. These aren't going to break on you. It's a helicopter. I don't know whose helicopter or what this is from. Unithunder. Don't know ya. Oh, they're just like straight up doing G.I. Joe third party? What? Wait, what? Okay, sure. Whatever. Fans Toys with the transparent logo that didn't work. We're getting a wind charger. It's not a bad looking wind charger. Yep. Okay. Nothing big deal there. The door's opening as part of the features of the vehicle mode. That's not a bad touch. Really? We're doing one of these like third-party like slideshow recaps, and I'm getting 2 sets of Technobots? Really? You spoil me. They're going cartoon accurate with theirs. Strafe here is looking very much out of the original show. Looking good, though. Like how the look is. Nice, solid-looking arm mode as well. And we get nose cone. And again, cartoon accurate, blocky, smooth details. No, like, heavy tech greeble or anything. So, if you like your solid aesthetics, here you go. And it does look like, thigh built in. I could be taking shots of water at this point and still get drunk somehow. Okay, third-party long haul. Yeah. I'm just so done. It looks fine. It looks like a long haul. Torso mode looks fine. I'm just so over it. Okay, what are you doing to me? What have you unleashed, Fan Toys? Okay, it's Fortress Maximus. Okay, light up in each individual cannon. That's a really big sword. Oh my god. Oh my god. That means that blaster could fit in his hand. Like he could literally grip blaster. Like this. Oh my god. Oh, and this whole sword lights up too. Of course. Oh my god, that's the size of a real gun. That's the size of a real gun. Okay. There's Cog. Cog looks fine. Cog looks completely normal. Alright, alright. Battle station mode. Looks fine. Yep. City mode. Yeah, city mode looks good. Looks like it's got all the ramps and all the things he's supposed to have. Maybe except like there's a jail cell missing, but that's fine. That's kind of minor. It looks good. Don't get me wrong, it looks good. Yep, and Cog works the way he always does. Splits in half, nothing to the transformation, really. And that says 1,200 millimeters. It says 1,200 millimeters. That is just under 4 feet tall. Someone saw that crazy Metroplex that's the size of a small person and said, no, me next. Okay. We're going big then. My god, I don't know how people even fit that into their lives. Like, I have trouble finding space if I buy a leader class toy. You got people buying 4-foot tall city formers. Oh my god, like, this thing is going to be ridiculously expensive. Oh my god, it's going to be ridiculously expensive. The shots of the people who actually have the bankroll to get both of them and have them side by side, oh my god. Absolute madness. What are we doing? What are we doing? I thought this was the economy we were complaining about how expensive Transformers got. Why are we in, like, an arms race to literally make the largest arms we can? Oh, but yeah, that's the end of the slides. Like, how could it not be? How could it not be? How do you top that? You don't. You don't. Yeah, 4-foot tall Fort Max. Why not at this point? Alright, so, I've been talking for nearly an hour. I have a wrestling show to get to. So, there you go. My thoughts on everything revealed at TFcon Toronto. Thank you everyone for watching. I'll see you in 3 months for another TFcon rundown of third-party toys. And thank you all for watching. I will see you next time.
Hello everyone, I am Astral Agent Magnetar, a Tokusatsu VTuber, and I am streaming 4 times a week over on Twitch, Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday afternoons, and a special late night one on late Friday/early Saturday. So come watch, come hang out, and let's make an impact together.